Jai Swaminarayan students. Thought for the day is the best way to predict your future is to create it. Children, today we are continuing with lesson number 2, operating the computer, part 2. Okay, before starting with part 2, let us just recall what did we study in part 1. Right? So, in part 1, we learned how to start a computer. Right? We learned in 3 steps. That is, first step was to switch on the power supply. Next, switch on the CPU. Third, switch on the monitor. Right? These were the 3 steps. We also saw what is a desktop and icons. Desktop, it is the first screen of the computer when it turns on. That first screen on the computer is called a desktop. And all the small pictures which appear on the desktop, which are seen on the desktop, are known as icons. Right? Today we are going to see how to shut down a computer. Shut down, that means to turn off. Computer को बंद कर देना. That is called shutting down. Right? Okay. After we have completed our work on a computer, it is very important to shut it down very properly. Right? You should not turn off the computers simply by pressing the CPU power button. What it will do? It will damage the computer. Your important files and folders, they might be permanently gone. Right? So you should never turn off the switch directly. Instead of that, what you need to do? You need to follow the steps to shut down the computer. First step is, what you will do? You will click on the start button, and then on the bottom left hand corner of the monitor, all programs menu will appear. Right? Now, next what you will do? You will click shutdown button. Right? You will click the shutdown button, and after a while the CPU gets turned off automatically. Right? After that, when the CPU gets switched off, the screen will also go off automatically. Right? Now what you will do? Now you will switch off the monitor by pressing the power button. And last step, step 4, finally, once the computer shuts down, what you will do? You will switch off the main power switch. Right? Understood? Okay. That's all for lesson number 2, children. We'll continue with exercise in next session. Jai Swaminarayan.